This year's three-day extraordinary CAADP summit has attracted over 20,000 participants, including 5 presidents and different delegates from at least 49 African countries. The summit, which was organized under the theme of Building Resilient Afro-Food Systems in Africa, commenced on Thursday, 9th January with the opening ceremony, followed by the joint session for Ministers of Foreign Affairs and Ministers of Agriculture on Friday, 10th January 2025.
To declare this joint meeting of Ministers of Agriculture and Ministers of Foreign Affairs officially open, and I thank you all for your kind attention.
Today, heads of state from different African countries and leaders of the African Union government convened for an extraordinary summit of heads of state and government of the African Union, which commenced at exactly 11 a.m. Present included Uganda's Yoweri Museveni, Kenya's President, His Excellency William Ruto, His Excellency Joao Lourenco of Angola, Somalia's Hassan Sheikh Mohammed, and others. In his remarks, President Museveni challenged the members of state to adopt Uganda's 4-sector model program of agriculture, manufacturing, services and ICT if Africa is to transform.
4, we identified as commercial agriculture, manufacturing, services and ICT. Uganda, we have moved in some areas a bit in textiles, a lot in the dairy products, a lot on fish, a lot on sugar. With these measures, Africa will be a superpower economically.
President Museveni also indicated the need to remove the non-tariff barriers in the continental free trade area, which he says has undermined the advance of agriculture in Africa.
The issue of non-tariff barriers, there is no doubt that they undermine the advance of agriculture in Africa. Uganda easily produces all types of agricultural products: maize, sugar, milk, beef, poultry products, etc. The internal market is not enough. However, production is disrupted when in some years, some of the brother countries say they have bumper crops and de-license Ugandan products.
The president further encouraged the member states to persuade their misinformed people through guiding them to stop undermining the water sources by encroaching wetlands, forests and catchment areas.
Uganda is lucky in that we have a lot of water. Our major problem is to persuade our uninformed or misinformed people by guiding them to stop undermining our water resources by encroaching on the wetlands, the forests, the catchment areas, the river banks, and the lake shores. Some other parts of Africa, however, are not so lucky. Are you aware that the Congo River has got 3,000 billion cubic meters of water per annum going into the Atlantic Ocean? Now, all this water is going into the Atlantic Ocean every year, just going. Is the Atlantic Ocean thirsty for water?
Different other member states also highlighted key issues regarding the CAADP agenda.
The disaffection of these young people with agriculture and the rural world, their break with the ancestral world toward urban uncertainties and perilous immigration, all these increase our existential drama.
These efforts highlight the importance of leveraging technical expertise to build a robust framework for Africa's agri-food system transformation.
At 4:36 p.m., the Vice Chairperson of the African Union, His Excellency Lourenco, declared the post-CAADP summit closed. In his remarks, His Excellency Lourenco indicated how the summit focuses on advancing peace and security on the African continent. He expressed concern regarding the wars in the continent, especially in Sudan, DRC and others, saying they have highly affected the citizens and called for the use of dialogue to end the conflict. The summit will contribute to ending the dreadlocks.
Desenvolvimento agrícola em África em 2003, por via da Declaração de Maputo e da aprovação da Declaração de Malabo em 2014, e o que resta fazer ainda para podermos tomar as melhores decisões tendentes a corrigir os erros cometidos e desta forma traçarmos as linhas que nos conduzam ao cumprimento do grande objetivo da eliminação da fome.
During the extraordinary Comprehensive Africa Agriculture Development Programme Kampala Summit, members also adopted the 2063 CAADP agenda. Story by John Baptiste Homoza for Church of Uganda Family TV, News at 8.